What's going on? Alright, in yesterday's video when I talked about the Travis Scott, it got so many views, thousands upon thousands of comments, and then we made it on Reddit, we made it on Google front page, we made it on so many websites, and you guys' comments as well were in there. I never thought that this video would have blown up the way it did, but even more receipts have come forward about the Travis Scott demonology at the concert and what took place. You know, I've received death threats from it. I received people coming after me saying that I shouldn't talk about it because they're such big fans of Travis Scott. But at the same time, I don't kiss Travis Scott's. I don't kiss Kylie Jenner's butt or the Kardashians so I can get free tickets in PR. Or be a shout out from Travis Scott for my music. Like everything I do is like self-funded, my own music and everything. It has nothing to do with that. That was my first conspiracy video I've ever done, and it freaking went crazy. But you guys sent me even more receipts, so we're gonna jump right into it. And then there's this new clip that popped up. You can see the ghost. I couldn't get the footage until now. You can see the ghost jumping out or jumping in, however you want to say it. And for those of you who want to say that I'm doctoring these videos and editing, no.
Alright, so look, I'm watching the Travis Scott and Drake's concert, but what the f is this? What was that? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but what the f is that?
Only thing I'm editing is me talking to you guys. I'm not getting Travis Scott footage and editing it in any way. That's stuff that was already out there. That's public information that the media put out there or people who were at the event.
You can hear the cars trying to block more people from jumping in. My Astro World experience.
Professed chaos.
Or press were out there, you can see all this stuff there. Like it really is. I do believe that there are people who walk among this earth who have this weird negative energy. Have you ever walked into a room and you're just like, ooh, I just get bad vibes like from this person, or I just got bad vibes in the room, I'm finna move around. It was like that at the concert, right? And I'm not saying that Travis Scott is a demon, but what I am saying is he is like a conduit because something entered his body that night and he did not want to stop.
I was one of the EMTs that worked in that street event. Quick disclaimer, I'm going to give absolutely no names, no company names, nothing like that, nothing to disclose or put anyone in jeopardy. Me and my partner, let's just say Medic 1, me and Medic 1 were stationed at the entrance of Astro World. About 30 minutes into Travis Scott's set, they called us saying, hey, we need backup by the stage. So me and Medic 1 arrive at the front of the crowd to Medic 2, Medic 3. They're like, hey, I have people, come with me. And so we walk through the VIP section down the middle of the crowd. As soon as we get past the VIP section, really shoulder to shoulder in the thick of the crowd, there was a couple people that kind of grabbed onto my shoulder and was like, hey, there's a girl passed out over here. So me and Medic 1 separate from Medic 2 and 3. They go on their call, we go on this new one. This girl's laying down and me and Medic 1 are asked, what's going on? And one of the people says that, oh, she's been down for 10 minutes. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm thinking, damn it, how has no one done anything? Just let her lie on the ground for 10 minutes. So I get down there, check her pulse and breathing, do my whole ABCs check. And she has no pulse, no breathing, which means she could have not been breathing with no pulse the whole 10 minutes. She's been sitting there for 10 minutes, probably no pulse, no breathing, no oxygen to her brain. I can't just throw her over my back and escort her out of the crowd because it was a 5-minute hike into this damn crowd. So I tell Medic 1, hey, I'm going to come back for you. I'm going to grab a crash bag. So I get out of the crowd and I grab my one crash bag, which was huge mistake. I had no clue what I was getting into. So on my hike back into the crowd with my crash bag, At the halfway point, right here, I find another medic performing CPR. I get down, I'm like, hey dude, where's your partner? What's going on? And he's like, I don't know, man. I just saw this person who's no pulse, no breathing. I just started CPR. I don't know how I'm gonna get him out. In EMS, you have to complete your first call before you can assist on any other ones. And so I was like, okay, look, I'll come back for you too. I need to go to my original guy. So I head out, and then in the middle point between the midpoint and my end point right here, I find a third person performing one-man CPR on another man. And I get there, I'm like, hey, what's happening? Where's your partner? And they're like, they're taking care of another unconscious person. I need to do one-man CPR. I don't know how I'm getting this person out of here. So here I am presented with 3 different EMS personnel providing one-man CPR on 3 different patients, completely isolated from each other, no backboard, no way of getting out. And to give y'all context, the radio wasn't working, the music was way too loud. I had called for backup and for help so many times, and it was just not going through. I tossed person number 2 the crash bag, and I get to person number 1 who was originally there. And thank goodness like 5 cops were there. And they had brought a backboard with them, which thank God. They loaded her up onto the backboard and we get her out of there. She's on her way with like 4 or 5 cops. My original partner, medic 1's making sure she's okay. And so I'm like, okay, I gotta take care of these other 2. I get to CPR number 2, who I dropped the crash bag off with. And the medic's still there, but a cop arrived with another backboard. So after they finished their round of CPR, I'm like, okay, look, being in this crowd is literally a life threat. That was apparent. Life over limb, she needs to get the hell out of here, just like everyone else who's passed out here. And just to say, along the way, I had so many people reach out to me, tug on my jacket, grab my shoulder, and was like, please help me, I broke my foot. Please help me, I dislocated my shoulder. Please help me, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. And I had to tell all of them, I will try to come back for you, but people are literally dead right now that I need to go help. So we get CPR number 2 loaded up onto a backboard. The cops are like, I got it. And I'm like, okay, thank God, take him out. I can go to CPR number 3. I get to CPR number 3 and no one's touched this man. No one's helped this man. He needs a crash bag. So I sprint out of the crowd, grab another crash bag, bring it back. What do you know? Security with a backboard. I'm like, thank fuck, teamwork, right? And so as soon as I get third CPR, kind of out the door, out of the way from the crowd, I tell them, look, 3 people dropped in the span of 10 minutes that only I could see. There was like over, 50,000 people here, and I witnessed 3, only me. There's gotta be more. I told those medical personnel, look, I'm gonna go in and find these people, do one-man CPR, do whatever needs to be done to make sure, provide the best amount of care possible and get them the hell out of here. This was just the higher acuity patients. Me and Medic 1, my partner, probably dealt with 5 or 6 other lower acuity. And when I mean lower acuity, I mean not instantly dying, right? I'm talking about broken feet AMS, people who don't even know their name, they don't even know how to speak anymore. It was horrendous, me and Medic 1. In the thick of this, I'm like, so many people are going down, so many people are getting injured. And my observations were that there was 0 crowd etiquette at all. They just wanted to get closer to the show, closer to Travis Scott, and do their thing. They didn't give a single damn about anyone around them. It was an absolute shit show, and I promise you, a lot of these rumors going around where, oh, EMS they weren't trained enough. They were understaffed. Every EMT in the field that I saw, they weren't new to the job, nor they were the EMRs. Everyone in the med tent was the absolute A-team. In the medical tent, they had 2 doctors, a SWAT physician, a ton of SWAT medics, seasoned paramedics, and then basics. If you could draw an A-team from Houston that aren't doctors, they were there. It was just a situation where maybe just over 100 or 150 personnel was responsible for probably over 50,000 highly irresponsible people. Whose fault is it? My observations was the crowd. There were probably some And you could probably see from the videos going around the internet, these people who are getting up on these towers, screaming at camera people, please stop the show. Those are the heroes. Those are the people who need to be applauded. Because those are the people who actually gave a damn, saw that people were dying, and were like, hey, look, this concert doesn't mean shit. 8 people are dying. At the end of the day, we had 8 confirmed deaths so far, 11 confirmed cardiac arrests. What does that mean? That means 8 people confirmed dead on scene, and the other 3 are still being worked on in the hospital. They might be vegetables by this point. Just highly frustrating. Me and every single one of the medical personnel did our very best. Our very best, and we're being slandered. We were presented with an impossible situation, and everyone was escorted to the hospital. Everyone was taken care to the best of everyone's ability, and I know for damn sure whoever my hands touched, I did my absolute damnedest to provide the best care I could. It's just sad to know that when you bring over 50,000 self-centered people who only care about themselves into one place, this is what happens.
You guys were saying that it was a sacrifice for the Illuminati on her birthday, the day of the concert. And there were 8 flames on stage. There were 8 people dead. And in his Astroworld album cover, there was a dove on fire in the beginning. A dove. A dove to me represents something very holy, very spiritually. And in the beginning it was a dove. It was not a phoenix that rose from the ashes. It was a dove that was on fire. Some people were saying that the dove represents the soul. The entrance looks like a portal to hell. And the theme was, see you on the other side. Tell me it wasn't planned. All that right there was a comment left by one of you guys, and I pinned it because I feel like that was just so many coincidences at the same time. I have been getting like so dragged on the internet for saying, oh, I can't believe you said this, I can't believe you said that, this doesn't make any sense. But I'm like, these are all different conspiracies. Before I go any further, I want to pay respects to the people that were lost at the concert that night. Their names are going to be shown and their faces. It's all public information now. And the hundreds more of people that went on and got injured. At the time of making this video, Travis Scott has multiple lawsuits filed against him. He also said he was going to pay for people's injuries and that he was going to pay for their counseling to see a therapist if they feel like they were affected in any way by seeing bodies at the concert. Situations like this, I feel like really could have been avoided, and so many Travis Scott hardcore fans that continue to send me death threats or comments or just come at me on Instagram and things like that. I just feel like before you do, like, just remove yourself from the situation and be like, if you look at huge concerts like Coachella where Beyonce played, or Jay-Z concerts, like nobody has died in this massive amount. Like, what was something was in the air at this concert that caused so much negativity to happen? People who were there at the concert are saying that there was something in the air, guys. I had tickets to go to the Travis Scott concert, okay? I saw the beginning of the concert when people were rushing through the gate, knocking down the metal detectors. It was all over the news. I did not want to go. I was like, this is gonna be a S show. It was downhill from there, from the beginning. And the news was like, well, yeah, people bum rushed it and knocked down stuff over, but at the time everything seems fine. I was like, that was a red flag for me. And also, the time making this video, Travis Scott is still allowed to perform. He's not facing any charges for the people who died. I understand it wasn't his fault, but his name was on the roster, one of the main opening acts. You would think that you would feel some type of remorse. In Travis Scott's video, never once did he apologize. He tried to squeeze out a tear.
We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans like,
It just seems so fake. And then we'll play that clip again later on in this video. But what really upset me was in the Travis Scott Astroworld Festival Instagram page, they posted a video as if nothing ever happened. Like, the festival was great. It was all clips from last year. And it was like, how insensitive is that for you to post? Like, To me, the Astro thing should just be totally canceled. Did Travis Scott even make any money from this entire event? Was it even worth it, right? And Kylie Jenner continues to stand by his side. Her brand, her cosmetic brand, is going to be affected. It's all PR stunts and moves. And I really do feel, I got that literally when Travis Scott left the concert, he was like on a jet back to California, like done, like bye. And then it wasn't until the next day, like he kind of responded way hours later, probably when he woke up. It just, to me, it mind blows me the lack of accountability, because you know what, guys? And I'm going to say this, like, keep the same energy. If this would have been Jay-Z, if this would have been Beyonce, y'all would have tore them to shreds in the concert. Y'all would have tore them to shreds in the comments. Y'all would have went to their Instagram page. Travis Scott's literally, from what I heard, deleting comments, anything negatively coming about him in his concerts, right? I used to be able to @ Travis Scott on Twitter. I did like 2 tweets. Now I can't even @ him anymore. It's like they don't want to hear it. It's like, just sweep it under the rug. Just pay the people off, sweep it under the rug. I'm never going to forget this traumatic experience. I mean, here in Houston, because I'm from Houston, we don't really get much stuff down here anyway. I mean, they took away so many things we used to do, and then we get this one concert, and that just goes, is the whole entire city cursed or something? Like, I don't understand it, right? Even TV shows, like Real Housewives of Dallas, but no one ever wants to do Real Housewives of Houston. Like, there's something going on here. Like, there's always some type of negative energy or vibe, or maybe just, I don't know. You guys know in the comments, right? At the time of making this video, right now when I turn on this camera, there have been videos uploaded of people talking about their experience at the concert and what they went through and all that things. Like, even when they were telling him to stop, he didn't want to stop at all. And almost like he was this, like, in a trance or zoned out or something. And then on top of, let's just not forget, just like the adrenaline you get from over 50,000 people chanting your name, just living off your every word. You kind of get hyped up and you wanted to keep going. But then you got people like Adele who are out there stopping a concert.
Stop. Someone's fainted again. Excuse me, medic, right in the middle. This happened last night as well. Are you alright? Can you see? Can someone look like they care, please? Someone's fainted over there. Is anyone coming to you? Has it been sorted? God, I can't believe that.
To check up on somebody, it's not a good look. And the reality that part of this like really blows my mind is that Travis Scott will not be canceled. He's like too big to fail. Will this hurt his numbers? And like Spotify and Google Play, like they're not like refusing to have us stream his music or anything like that. And it's like, if it was anybody else, they would have been dragged through the mud, dragged through the cold, and just they wouldn't hear. It would just be on and on and on. But because it's Travis Scott, he just tends to get away with it. Maybe his connections with the Kardashians and their either high-powered lawyers or their PR team or publicists and things of that nature. I don't know. I really don't know. Let me know what you think about all that in the comments down below, and we'll talk about it maybe in another video. These videos, it's every time I put these videos out, it's just like a bum rush of views and comments and negativity. And it's like, if you're watching this video, leave a heart in the comments, throw some positive energy in the comments, throw some love. Okay guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Let me know what you think about all that in the comments down below. Please like up the video, tap in, leave a comment, check me out on Instagram if you can, drop a comment over there. I do try to read as many messages as I possibly can. You can follow me on TikTok, Twitter. You can get out there and find me if you want to, and I'll see you guys in the next video.